Former Teen Mom star, Jenelle Evans is getting blasted and being referred to as a Black Widow. She has been slammed for her recent unkempt appearance and looking generally unwell. So what has caused the current name-calling? Keep reading for more details. Jenelle Evans gets blasted, called Black Widow. Moving to Las Vegas was supposed to ease Jenelle Evans' problems and give her a fresh start. It has been anything but that, as she has battled with a boyfriend, faced CPS, and had a restraining order filed. The mother of 3 chose to leave her husband, David Eason, in early 2024. He had been accused of assaulting her teenage son, Jace, which led him to run away. Though she fiercely defended her husband, they also threw each other under the bus many times. Finally, she saw the best way to keep custody of Jace and get her life back was to leave him. MTV soon rehired her on Teen Mom after firing her and David in 2019, so this was a huge deal. Jenelle Evans, while she was back, she shared that she was done with North Carolina and ready to move on. Jenelle moved her 3 children to Las Vegas, where her manager, August Keene, lived. The two began an on-and-off romantic relationship, which led to the cops being called. She also would fly back to North Carolina to deal with her estranged husband while allegedly having problems with her children. Now she is being blasted by August shortly after their split, and it is harsh, to say the least. The talent manager took to his social media to go off on his ex. He claimed she is using him for views and to keep herself relevant. Additionally, August accused Jenelle Evans of having mental health problems and wanted her to move on as he had done. Along with calling her a pathetic and a sorry liar, August also referred to Jenelle as a Black Widow. However, Jenelle also had her own receipts and screenshots, which were shared in a Reddit thread. August for the win. Despite some questionable behavior from August Keene, Teen Mom fans and followers seemed to side with him. They felt he was accurate in the way that he described Jenelle Evans and her behavior. Although many had long questioned August, they have had issues with Jenelle far longer. Therefore, he was in for a win with this one, as weird as this guy is. He's completely right. As soon as he realized what a nutbag she was, he got right out of Dodge. LOL, he's so annoying. He's right about everything he says about Jenelle, but I just cannot stand him. Bro told her. Of course, some followers felt that anyone who would associate with Jenelle also needed medication. Ultimately, there was a lot of pain for her 3 kids, who were really the ones who would suffer in the end. What do you think of August calling Jenelle a Black Widow, and do you think his rant was warranted? Or is he just lashing out in retaliation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The promise of a glittering fresh start under the neon lights of Las Vegas has, for former Teen Mom 2 star Jenelle Evans, dimmed into a stark spotlight of controversy, personal attacks, and a renewed examination of her tumultuous life. Evans, a figure long familiar to viewers for her on-screen struggles, is now facing a blistering wave of criticism from a former confidant, who has publicly labeled her a Black Widow, following their acrimonious split. This latest chapter adds another layer of complexity to a narrative already filled with legal battles, custody concerns, and very public relationship breakdowns. The saga that led to this point began in early 2024, when Evans made the decisive choice to leave her husband of nearly 7 years, David Eason. The departure was precipitated by serious allegations that Eason had physically assaulted Evans' eldest son, Jace, which ultimately led the teenager to run away from home. For years, fans had watched with concern as Evans fiercely, and often controversially, defended Eason against a barrage of accusations, from homophobic and transphobic rants to the shocking killing of the family's French bulldog. However, the alleged abuse of her son appeared to be a breaking point. In a pattern familiar to her followers, the separation was not without its own drama, with Evans and Eason engaging in a public war of words, each attempting to blame the other for their myriad problems. Yet, the move seemed strategic. By leaving Eason, Evans aimed to regain stability and, crucially, maintain custody of her children. a goal that was significantly bolstered when MTV rehired her for the Teen Mom franchise after firing the couple in 2019. Emboldened by her return to television and determined to sever ties with her past, Evans announced she was done with North Carolina. Packing up her 3 children, she headed west to Las Vegas, a city known for reinvention. The move was also strategically personal. Her manager, August Keene, resided there. What began as a professional relationship quickly evolved into a romantic one, though it was characterized from the outset by its instability. The on and off nature of their coupling was played out in real time on social media, often punctuated by concerning reports. Law enforcement was called to their residence on at least one occasion, and Evans was frequently seen jetting back to North Carolina to manage unfinished business with Eason. All while rumors swirled of escalating difficulties with her children in their new environment. The fragile peace shattered entirely when Evans and Keene ended their relationship for the final time. The aftermath has been nothing short of explosive. August Keene took to his social media platforms to launch a vicious and extensive tirade against his former client and girlfriend. He accused Evans of being a calculated user, claiming her entire engagement with him was a ploy for social media views and to cling to a fading relevance. Beyond the accusations of exploitation, Keene took a deeply personal swing, alleging Evans suffers from significant, unaddressed mental health issues. He declared he had moved on and demanded she do the same, labeling her a pathetic and sorry liar. But the most venomous and headline-grabbing accusation was his comparison of Jenelle Evans to a black widow, a metaphor heavily implying she consumes or destroys those who get close to her. However, in the court of public opinion, Evans is not without her defenses. As the online feud erupted, supporters and detractors alike flocked to platforms like Reddit, where Evans herself or those close to her began sharing purported receipts and screenshots of messages. These posts aimed to contradict Keene's narrative, painting him as an equally problematic figure who was far from an innocent victim in their chaotic dynamic. The evidence presented suggests a relationship fraught with mutual toxicity, complicating the clear-cut villain narrative Keene attempted to establish. This schadenfreude, however, is tempered by a palpable sense of concern for the true innocents caught in the crossfire: Evans's 3 children. Commenters repeatedly expressed sadness and worry for Jace, Kaiser, and Ensley, noting that they are the ones who ultimately suffer the most from the constant upheaval, very public parental conflicts, and unstable living environments. The cycle of drama, now transplanted from the woods of North Carolina to the strip malls of Las Vegas, continues to revolve around them, prompting questions about their long-term well-being far beyond any celebrity gossip.